Welcome, future masters. Do I have a game for you to see today? Check this one out. You're going to love it. Well, or hate it, one of the two, depending. So he unleashes my own Dutch defense against me. You got a lot of nerve, brother. I own that. Not really, but you know, I've been playing it longer than you can imagine. So I feel as though I own it. There's a great book on the Dutch defense by international master Jeremy Silman. Tremendous book. Actually, he teamed up with Grandmaster Christensen with that book. It's freaking awesome. If you're going to play the Dutch, that's the book you need. The book by Silman and Christensen. He takes it as you should. Even if you don't want to hold the pawn, you still take the pawn and then give it back, whatever. So, all standard book stuff. Nothing spectacular. And this variation, the computer said it was accepted. The accepted is really E takes F3. That's the accepted gambit. Taking F takes E4 is not accepting the gambit. You're just not trying to hold on to the... You either are holding the pawn, which is accepted, or you're not, and he wasn't. So it really wasn't the accepted version, you know, whatever. That nitpicking little differential. So it's like, okay, you know, he's playing the solid defensive moves. I'm like, I'll take the pawn, and I'll, you know, this is what is known as the classical center. E4, D4 against a single third rank pawn. You know, it's a minuscule edge for white. This is opening theory from like 18 something. The goal, you know, in the 1800s, the Paul Morphy era, you know, 1850s plus, was they wanted to have the two center pawns unmolested against whatever. This is one of the pawn formations they're looking to get in the 1800, you know, middle to late 1800s. Classical center. So stuff. I've, you know, played this. I know what to do. I've seen good players play this. I know that's why I knew bishop to d3 is the move, man. So b6, very difficult to play. Not very reliable. White has to like make a mistake. You know, kind of you really have to play like that shows d5 or d6, whichever one would float your boat, I guess. d5 is probably better. Because again, you're not, the classical pawn center is unopposed with only a third rank pawn. You need to get something else. Another third rank or fourth rank pawn like d5 would be a better move. And I looked on the game review, it was 98.2 for me. That's how I played pretty darn good. Nearly flawless. So he goes knight to d5, and it occurred to me, without too much calculations, that I'm going to channel my inner Bobby Fischer. Crunch. This is not a calculated move on my part. You know, in the future I'll know this, but this is my spidey senses telling me that this is the thing to do. We've got the advantage on the king side. We need to press this dude as much as possible. Obviously, if he plays, well, let me tell you, instead of me telling you, you tell me. So, what should white do if black takes the bishop on g5? You could pause the video, and we'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. The answer is, if black plays bishop takes bishop, then white plays the mating combination. Do you know what the mating combination is the question. If you don't, you're going to find out. You might want to pause the video, look at it, and I'm telling you there's a guaranteed mating combination right here. Pause it, and we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. The mating combination is this. Let's say he plays bishop takes bishop. Haha, I got your bishop. Well, that's true, you do have it, but I'm going to get your king. Queen takes h7 check is wrong. Actually, in this case, it actually isn't wrong. That's like, there's actually another one that I was going to play that was bishop takes. There's two mating combos. So actually, the correct answer is I was wrong. There's two mating combos. Queen takes h7 check is mate. Congratulations. Well, it's mate on the next move, sorry. Bishop g6. You can also play bishop h7. This was the one that really is one of the most valuable ones to learn, is this combination of bishop takes h7 check, king h8 forced, bishop g6 check discovered from the queen, king to g8. Now, and this bishop g6 covers this f7 square, so you can play queen h7 mate. So I'm using this opportunity to show you this more universal technique of bishop takes pawn check, bishop retreats to g6, sealing the king, and then mating on h7, which is useful in the future. But today you're correct. Queen takes h7 check, and bishop to g6 is mate. So if you said queen takes h7 check, I was wrong, and you were right. And congratulations. Okay, so he has played g6, sealing up the king side. Now, what would you play here if you're white? Pause the video and we'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. We're back. Okay, I'm sure, well, maybe not, but I hope you saw this move. I said, I hope you saw this move. Crunch. 2 double exclamation points. Very difficult to get this. This is like the 4th time I've done it, though. So I swear to you it's difficult. But I've been very lucky. And actually I have a triple. The double exclamation is the chess.com's designation of a brilliant move. I did play a game where I had 3 of them in one game, and it's shocking. I'd never seen it before. This is this would be like the 3rd just double brilliant moves. I had 3 double brilliants and 1 triple brilliant. So, and I didn't expect that this would be that good of, regarded as a brilliant move. This is pretty stock for me. It's pretty basic stuff. He can't take it. Well, let's see. Can he take it? He really can't. You see with these double exclamations, you know he can't take it. Okay, so he takes it. Queen checks. Obviously, king in the corner. Trying to think, what is the actual move that I should play here? Oh, bishop to. Hey, that's not right, is it? If I played bishop to here, he plays rook to f7. Check. He's king to h8. Oh yeah, I guess bishop to here, rook to f7, knight to e4. Actually, that's a good question. Let's take this and find out what it says. This is all forced. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the right move. Let's see what it doesn't care for, to be honest with you. Double question mark, you suck. It's queen checks. My bad. Okay, this is forced. So, Bobby Fischer, what the heck is going on? Yeah, that's what he played. So, this is a good question. What do we do here? Knight to h3? I'm not sure. Computer says it's still, that's also not good. Oh. Just repetition? How is this mate? This isn't winning. I mean, it shows this devastating bar, right? Okay, so now what? I'm going to stick this here again. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. This is not the right moves. It can't. The position cannot be this and be a draw. This is drawing, okay? So now what, Bobby? I mean, we can't go here. He plays rook takes. Well, I mean, I guess he could do it, but. Okay, this machine is a psycho. This position cannot be that if it's that. Okay, so anyway. Well, according to this, it's just a draw. All right? So I guess he can play pawn takes bishop. But it looks so hideous, he didn't. You know, okay, whatever. I'm going to do this one more time. Here, 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 here. He could play here, I suppose. No, it's got to be rook f7. Well, I ain't paying attention. All right, you got to go here. You could go rook. I guess you could go rook to g8. Yeah, you sure could. What is that? Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, okay, so. Oh, grasshopper. The computer was wrong. Bishop to it said my bishop h6 was bad. And I listened to that jerk? What an idiot I am. That's my fault for listening to the idiot. How did the computer miss this? Okay, yeah, check. Eat this. How is that double question mark? I am going to checkmate this freak. Now what, Bobby? Queen to here? I would think this is the only move. I don't know. You tell me. At this point, I'm at a loss of what the heck is going on. I don't know, maybe here? That looks pretty good. Damn, it is good. And so am I. You know, it's super difficult moves, so I'm going to say, you know, he was, you know, well, he wasn't right to not take it. He should have taken it. My philosophy is, hey, if you can't tell for sure, take it and make him, you know, get a free lesson. Okay? In a blitz game, go for the free lesson. That's what I say. But that's just me. He played h6, which clearly loses. This is an obvious move. He had two pieces on my bishop. So the pressure, this is what happens when you unleash a sacrificial kingside attack on people. In general, in chess, it's much easier to attack than to defend. And psychologically, it's much easier to do the same thing because it's over there versus the attack happens right in front of your face. And it's more difficult, so you have to be a stronger player to be a good defensive chess player than you do. You can kind of, you know, sometimes you could say you could luck into the winning attack because the pressure is on the defender to avoid the bullets. Okay, that's the thing. It's like you're shooting bullets at him and the pressure's on him to dodge all the bullets. And so that's kind of the thing is that the random chance of, is this right, is this wrong? You know, they tend to second guess themselves even more than normal. In chess is a second guessing game. You're always looking, well, I'm going to whether this move is it any good or is it bad? Things like that. So it's just in all ways, it's harder to defend properly than it is to attack properly. There's exceptions, but that's the generalities. Okay, so now done all this business. What should we do as white? Perhaps you should pause the video, and we'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. So, a lot of good moves to be played here. Well, maybe not a lot of good moves, but there are good moves to be played. So you could play bishop takes rook. That's a good move. Yeah, to be honest, you could probably get away with playing just pawn takes knight, and it probably still wins. Pawn takes knight probably still wins. It's like, his troubles are so bad, I don't think they go away. You know, I just don't think they go away. But you can play bishop takes rook, king takes, queen check is mate. He can't take with the king. If he takes with the queen, queen a7 is mate. I mean, he takes with the king, it's queen to h. Oh, heck, you got two mates. You got queen h8 or queen h6. If he takes with the bishop takes rook, king takes, you get two different mates. If he goes queen takes, queen h7 mates. If he goes bishop takes, same thing, queen h7 mates. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 checkmates. 4 different possible checkmates, really. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's if you play bishop takes rook. But did you see, and bishop takes rook is a winning move. If you played bishop takes rook, I'm like, dude, good move. I'm not gonna tell you that's not a good move. That is a winning move, okay? However, I saw this move and I thought this is the kind of move you want to play, that people look at you and they go, okay, you're good. This is a next level move. Bishop takes rook is absolutely winning and highly endorsed. This is a next level move that people look at this and are like, oh. In the tournament, you play a move like this and people look at you and they're like, oh man, this guy's good, okay? You don't get a chance to play a move like this very often. So you want to, the first rule is play what you see wins. I calculated this as a win, so that's why I played it. Don't play moves like this to be fancy and to be a big shot when you're not a big shot, all right? Be yourself, play to win. Every winning game counts the same. So that being said, I calculated bishop to g7. If he takes it, it's checkmate. If he doesn't take it, it's also checkmate. He doesn't have a surprise move. I mean, he has one move, but it's not a surprise. Like, okay, that's the best move. Great move, g3. I'm not goofing around. I'm not going to go to king d2 so he can play knight checks, bishop takes knight on the rook, and I'll clean his clock, but I don't care about that. This is what they call, artistic chess. You don't get a chance to play bishop to g7 that wins like this hardly ever. I can't remember the last time I've done this. It's a killer move, man. Just an absolute killer move. Bishop to g7 is the stuff that dreams are made of in chess. So, one of those things. So this is the dealio. We learned something, that this crazy attack of bishop takes g6 is actually a brilliant draw. That's what it is, okay? We learned this is a brilliant draw. Now, the pressure on black is tremendous. So we can't say he was a terrible player. The pressure is on. Good players make moves that they don't normally make, and I mean that in the bad way. If you've ever watched Tiger Woods, this is what the white piece play is like. This is what the white pieces was Tiger Woods in this game, and the black pieces were the other guys who fold under the pressure of Tiger Woods. Okay, that's why Tiger Woods is Tiger, is that when he's under pressure, he doesn't fold. Other people fold. One of the announcers, Johnny Miller, says, playing with Tiger Woods is like being butter in the sun. And he means Tiger Woods is the sun, and you're the butter. So, it's like Bobby Fischer, except that I'm not Bobby Fischer. But, yeah, when someone rolls bishop takes g6 on you, on your position, you're like, what the heck is that? And you're sitting there going, man, okay, what do I have to do here? And defense takes time. It's very difficult to play good defensive moves quickly. And that's one of the pressures. That's why it's easier to attack than it is to defend, because it's hard to play good defensive moves under pressure quickly. You know, it's whatever. But so killer moves. Luckily, my attack is good, but it's a draw. If he defends perfectly, good luck with that. Okay. Don't say anything bad about him, because the pressure. If you say anything bad about black, the player playing black, you're not recognizing the pressure that he was under. And everybody's different. So this is why you practice. So, and like I said, check the results, 98.2% for white, which was pretty awesome. I don't normally check those stats, but I was like, man, this was a good move, and I played a bunch of good moves. He just missed, the opportunity to play some good moves on defense, but they're hard. And if you play them, you're like, man, that was awesome. And if you don't, he didn't go for it because it's really complicated, and I understand that. He was trying to withstand the pressure of back, and actually, the computer, I wanted to show you this. The computer said rook to f5, which is a really good move. That is a very, very good move. Right now he is one. No, he's not up at all. This is a good move to break and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4. Yeah, this material is even. Did I take this? I'm let the computer tell me that move was okay. It says knight takes knight is better. Ouch, it sure does. Oh man, knight takes knight is better, but bishop takes rook is okay, but he's triple attacking me. So if I take this, he can play bishop takes. If he plays rook takes, I get this check on him. And then he's in bad shape. Like this. Play this because he's going to get checkmated. He's going to get checked. I don't know if this is the right move or not. And then queen h7 is coming. There's nothing you can do. That bar is not moving, and he's just getting butchered. Super ugly. Now, I'm thinking the move is this. Knight to h3 is a good move. Oh, it's a nasty move. Bishop g6 is clever. I'm threatening mate. I don't know how he defends. Rook takes bishop. Seems to me like that's the only move. No, I'm just an exchange up. That's good. I'm winning this. This is a better move. This castles or rook check is devastation with the tempo on the rook. So I really don't know if he has to just give this up. Right now, I'd say this is the right move. So again, that's the best move. Can't complain. Or a pawn up. You can win another exchange and another pawn. So you can't argue with that. I don't think that check is any good here. Yeah, I'm thinking castles is better also. I wanted to check it, but he can play, well, d6 isn't that great. He is royally in trouble. Bad news. It's bad juju coming with knight g5. Rook takes here. I think he has to play this move. I think d6 is forced. It likes d5 better. Tomato, tomato. My reaction is not to play d5, but the computer. Because look at this, he just gives us this passed pawn. I mean, dude, you're just asking for it. And now you're asking for like g4. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Man, knight f4 is good. Like knight f4. Queen checks. King up. Knight g5 check. Ugh, I'm an idiot. f4 is good. Queen h8 is better. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just like not trying to do anything. Oh, I can't do this because you take it, idiot. Nah. Okay, I was right. I'll go back with my move. I don't care about that queen check. I don't like playing the queen check like that. Computer does stuff like that. I don't like to do it because it's complicated. Knight f4 is not complicated. It's beautiful. I'm going to play knight g6. He is in major league trouble. I have no idea. Defensive move to play bishop to g8. That's my thinking. Oh, check? That's terrible. I'm an idiot. I'm just cheap shotting him. He has to play this. I would agree with that. So, it's all good. So let's just go back. Forget this garbage. That was on his rook to f5 suggestion. On the computer suggestion. I think g6 turns out to be the better move. Because I can't imagine. Bishop to g6 is the best move, but it only draws. So that is the thing. We got, we have to admit that. I was hoping that it won, but by force, but it doesn't. Anyway, so tremendous game. Hope you enjoyed it. Like the video, of course. Subscribe if you haven't. You'll get more gold. This is 27 minutes and just 50 seconds. You guys know what to do.